It again depends which how deep the cancer is and which stage the cancer is. So I will just assume it's initial stages. Mantras. Number one, mantras. Mantras changes the body patterns. Of course, it takes time to change the patterns of the body. But mantras immediately change the pattern of the mind. It may take time to change the patterns of the body. Healing may happen, there's no doubt. People have had healing just by chanting the mantras. But one beautiful thing about the mantras is, even if the healing does not start on the physical body, it surely starts immediately in the mental body. When I say healing starts in the mental body, because the vibrations of the mantras are such, they're very positive, you come out of the negative thinking. You are not spending time with the issue. You are being given an opportunity, opening of a vortex to vibrate on higher consciousness. So mantras is very important. And some of the mantras which can really heal, or even on the physical level, and of course on the mental level, as just we chanted, Ek Oankar, Satnam, Satnam, Sri Vaheguru. This is a very powerful mantra that have created a lot of healing on the physical level, as well as on the energetic and the mental level as well. So this is one of the mantras that you can do. Second one you can do is Ramadasa Sase Sohang. This is another very powerful, beautiful mantra. Now, there's a pattern in the body, which we call the karmic pattern, due to which a certain, unsynchronization have happened, and a certain issue, a certain illness have developed in the body. Now, if we can realign the pattern, realign the pattern with the cosmic pattern, and that can be healed. It's a fact. Another mantra which I'm suggesting is Rama Dasa Sase Sohang. And what does that mean actually? Ra means the sun, the pattern of the sun. Ra means the pattern of the sun. Ma means the pattern of the moon. And Rama Da means the pattern of the earth. They are all in a rhythm. So everything in us, everything around us has a rhythm. And when our rhythm and the rhythm of the cosmos and the rhythm of the stars are aligned, then life is balanced. Okay, on the physical plane as well as on the mental plane. Now, if something has manifested in your field, it's because of the rhythms are not aligned. Okay, the rhythms are not aligned. So when you chant these mantras, Ra means the pattern of the sun, and Ma is the pattern of the moon, and Da is the pattern of the earth, and Sa is the pattern of the stars. Okay, Rama Da Sa. And then the Sa is the pattern of the Milky Way, the second Sa, and Se, okay, Rama Dasa, Rama Dasa Sa, Se is the pattern of the unknown cosmos, which you cannot perceive through the senses. It's the Se, okay? And Sohang means all this is within me. All these patterns are within me. So your patterns are not aligned with the patterns of the cosmos. So the things that you can do is chant this mantra so that the patterns start to synchronize. It's so beautiful mantra. It totally synchronizes your pattern with the pattern of the cosmos. Also start bringing, this, it can contribute to health, but it will also divert your awareness around the illness to the holisticness of life. So when we chant this mantra, along with that, start bringing the sun into your life. And what does that mean? Wake up before the sunrise. Welcome the sun. Welcome the sun. This is going to create a lot of transformation in your life. Now, this is aligning ourselves with the pattern of the sun. When you get up, around the time when the sun is up, you are up. So the pattern aligns itself. Okay? So not just chanting the mantra, we are also going to dive deeper into how we can align our patterns. And this is not just for not just for cancer, it's for any kind of issues. It can be physical issues, it can be mental issues. So aligning yourself with the sun, along chanting Rama, Dasa, Sasi, Soham, alignment, patterns of all these cosmos, okay? You are also doing that tangibly in the physical realm. So getting up during the time of the sun, okay? That's one thing, okay? So welcoming the sun. Also moon. On full moon, have a special meditation. On a full moon, request the healing from the moon. See the full moon. Have you seen the full moon? See the full moon. Fold your hands to the full moon. Ask for protection. Ask for healing. So that's the second one. Stars. Once a while, sit in the stars. And if it's possible, sleep under the stars. I know it's going to be difficult in many parts of the world, but there's this whole yogic science, the science of ultimate healing. Because today, we don't get the rays of the stars. That's another reason with all this that is happening in the world and also happening within us. The unalignment is because we don't sit in the presence of the stars. We are the being of the stars. We only, yes, I understand, we have the sun, we have the moon, and we have a lot of full moon and new moon and all these meditations is everywhere. But where are the stars? Where are the stars? When was the last time you saw the North Star? When was the last time you saw the Milky Way or the stars in the Milky Way? When was the last time you saw the Saptarishis, the seven sages, the Big Dipper, it is called in English? When was the last time? If you cannot see them, how can you receive the vision to see the unknown? Spending time with the stars. Not only will they contribute to the illness, to heal the illness in the physical body and mental body, it will also awaken your awareness. It will also awaken your consciousness. So connecting with Ra, Ma, and Da, the earth, spending time with the rivers, go for a walk, sit with the rivers, talk with the rivers, allow the flow of the river to remove all the tension of your mind, the tension of your illness. Instead of constantly thinking about the illness, we are just taking you out of this time and space which you have created due to a certain pattern, and we are trying to connect you with the pattern of the cosmos, changing the pattern. That's all. Even if it does not heal on the physical level, it will surely heal here. You will go into a flow. You will go into a flow. There will be acceptance, there will be surrender, and sometimes acceptance and surrender can contribute to the physical healing as well. So connecting with the Ra, with the Ma, with the Da, with the earth, with all this. And then Ra, Ma, Da, Sa, and the next Sa is the stars I just talked about. You know, stars are totally out of our lives. How I wish we could spend more time with this and just talking about the stars. Sitting and seeing the stars. It's a great stargazing. It's a very ancient meditation, just to gaze on the light of the star. And as you gaze in the light of the star, everything around you, becomes hazy. And then just one light of ray of light comes and comes into your being. The unity, the oneness is experienced there. So connecting with the stars, very important. North Star especially, and the pole star sometimes it is called. And there are times during the night when you can actually see them. Sleeping in the skies. There's this regulation, there's these suggestions in the past when a person becomes a yogi, a roaming yogi. The yogis have renounced the world, we call the sadhus, renunciates they are called. According to that regulations, that suggestions or rules you want to call it, is that you shall not sleep under the roof. You shall sleep only under the light of the stars. And this totally aligns you to your destiny. This aligns you. We talk about aligning the stars. We don't have to go to, astrologers to align the stars. You can just see the stars. Just be with the stars. Sleep. When you're sleeping under the stars, and when you are asleep, that's when you are most receptive. And of course, in today's world, I as mentioned, it's a bit difficult. But if there's an opportunity and there's a certain way you can manifest this, sleep under the stars. When you are asleep, your auric field opens. And when your auric field opens, the stars can penetrate, and that is called changing your stars, changing your pattern. Please take this note very seriously. Changing your pattern is when you are able to see the stars, be with the stars, sleep with the stars, your pattern changes. Okay, so Rama, Da, and Sa, and the next Sa is the Milky or the galaxy in collectively. Okay, that also you can visualize yourself, wherever you need the healing, visualize the galaxy, the Milky Way, bring to that point and visualize the Milky Way, the movement, and that is through the power of visualization. And then the Sohang is the all this is within me. And if all those things are within you, then you have empowered yourself. And no illness can touch the stars. No illness, no issues can touch the Milky Way. Okay, so this is the meaning of Rama Dasa Sasi Sohang. That is the meaning of the mantra, to realigning yourself with the patterns of the cosmos. So these are some suggestions. Also, go to some sacred sites. It's very important if you can. A lot of shift in awareness, and every year we have yatras to India, and next year we'll be having a yatra to India as well. So stay in touch for that. Other than that, chant to Guru Ram Das, drink a lot of water, and a lot of turmeric, and other than that, gold charged water, the water that's been charged with gold. And how to do that? Take a copper mug or whatever, okay, a copper at least if you can, and take your gold ring. You put it here, no, put it into the water. Take the gold ring or gold jewelry or whatever you have, make sure it's 24 carats. Okay, it can be a bit expensive, but sometimes this is how it is. So take that 24 karat gold, okay, and put it into the water and let it be there. Drink from that copper mug all the time. Let it be there for a year or two. And this is to change the structure of the water by introducing the gold, and then you drink that water, gold charged water, and that is an ultimate remedy for changing the patterns of the body according to the ancient sages.